Welcome back. Today we're rebuilding my maple syrup stove. You can see we got a little bit of a problem going on. That's just outside. Alright, so now we're inside. Got the pan on it. Didn't do a good job about cleaning it out last year, so that's a mess. Alright, come in here. This is all a mess. You can see that stovepipe just totally junk. Got to replace that. So first things first, you gotta get this pan cleaned out. We're gonna fire up the torch, get this thawed out, get it drained down. We'll get it drained down and work from there. This might not take too long. Oh yeah, look at that. Woo! Oop, there it goes. Well, that's better. We got this. We can see much better now. See, this is all blown out and gone. Back here's all blown out and gone. This is pretty much gone. I think what we're gonna do is see what we can get pulled out before we start cutting anything, and we'll see what we have farther back in there. Probably not much of anything usable. Alright, so this is what we're working with. Nothing much. We got a hole back there, so that ain't gonna be good to weld to. I don't know. This is blown out here and here. Guess we'll take this off and see what we have up here. Probably not much. This could be a bigger project than I thought it was going to be. I just got to get through another year, maybe. Alrighty, to get started, I think what we're going to do is just cut this back out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I think I'm just going to cut the whole thing off. I want to leave this strip in case I want to build to it. But I'm half leaning towards cutting this all off, because this radiates so much heat on the back of my pan that I have a burn spot on it every year. So kind of just want to get rid of this, but I'm not sure. Right now I'm thinking I'm just going to cut this and then fold this over, and then we'll stick a pipe on the top of it there. But I'm not 100% sure yet. I don't want to get this cut out and see what I have to build on first. But I need power to do that, and I don't have that right now. I'm not sure how I'm going to get it over here today. So I think I'm going to go find some scrap metal to build with. That way I have an idea of what I have to build with when I get in there and what I can do. I'm gonna go do that. Now when I say I gotta find something to build with, this is my option pile. I don't know, maybe I could use a bathtub or whatever that is back there. I don't know. I guess we'll dig around in here and see what we come up with. My goal for next year is to have a 2x6 pan with steam hood and stuff on it. And I think I might have just found the frame for it when I build the stove. Scrap pile. Aren't they the greatest? Alright. I think we're gonna go, come on, with this piece right here. Done some building with it already. I just got to get it out. See what's left of it. And we're back. It's another day. Got the extension cord set up, ready to cut. Got this over here last night. What we're gonna do today is cut this up. Then we're gonna go in there and cut on that. I want to get this cut up first, so I know what I'm working with. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to splice together. This isn't quite wide enough, so I got a few ideas, but we'll see what works. I set you guys up on a time lapse, but there's no way the wind's going to let that tripod stand up there, so I guess I'll be back when I'm done cutting. Update time. Alrighty, so we got the sides cut off of this. There's one of the short ones. This is the long one. Got the back cut out of this. It's down there, that all holy thing. Oh, let's come in here. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this 100% yet. Right now I'm leaning towards cutting this whole top off and putting a new skin in here. And then I can just insulate the whole thing while it's off. This, I think I'm just going to screw it to my airbox. And then the sides here, I'm just going to stuff with insulation. And then put the other insulation on top of this. Probably do the sides around here too, because why not? Back here, to fix this hole, I think I'm gonna take this, because it's already got this ledge on it. I'm gonna put that ledge right in here to hold it up. It's 5 inches from the bottom of this to this cut, and then that's 6, so I'll have more than enough to play with on that side, and then way more than enough to come up with whatever I do here. Yeah, so I guess I'm really to the point of talking myself into cutting this top off. But if I cut the top off, I think I can insulate this. I'll put an insulation piece on this back and leave it a little long, and then it'll just be right, like, wrapped down around here, and then I can come in here and push it tight. I still want to insulate this, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do, because I want to get the smoke to stop coming out of here too. So I don't know, we might get a piece of flat stock and try to anchor to this. Put this angle iron in here 2 years ago, and it's pretty well shot, but I guess we'll figure it out. I guess the only option is to cut it out and stop pretending like I'm not going to do it. Just get this job done. Alright, so we got top cut off, cut out, but now I need more steel to put on it. is I need to fill in those little bits, I guess. So I put that back on, found out where I needed to cut it, put the line, we'll get that cut off. Get this. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it down like this, trace around it, and leave a little extra. I don't think I have enough to weld to in here. I might get the grinding wheel and clean this up some, I guess. See what we got. It doesn't have to be great if we insulate it. It'll keep a lot of the heat and smoke in. But I was thinking about screwing it on like I did this one. I don't know if those are going to be permanent or temporary, but it's getting the job done for this in here. So I can get this in my height gauge. So when I put my insulation on there, there's still a little bit of space in there. Alright, so let's get this cut off and this finished up. Got a good start on it. Gotta slice it up through there so I don't have, I don't know. Might slice it up through here so it's cleaner. Then we'll have to see what we're gonna do with this. Because I kind of want to leave a little bit of a lip on it and then fold it under, stick it under this. But we'll see how carried away we get with it. So we got the front tacked on it, or welded on I should say. Before we get slice happy again, I'm going to figure out where I need to cut this and get rid of that. So I'm going to put it up on here and see what we got. Well, that's not going to work. We're gonna have to do some shaping down here to get these both sides. I got this angle iron in here, both sides. Cut this out so it'll fit in there. I'm gonna get rid of that so it fits. Yeah, that took way longer than it should have, but we got it fit in here. But this gap's gonna be way too big to just bend this over. So I think what I'm gonna do when I get my insulation is just pack it back in here. That way the smoke can't come up around it, and that way I can get clear over in here with it. So we're done with this for now until we get the insulation to put in it. We're gonna come back here and work on these. I'm just gonna put a couple little pieces on it to keep the smoke and give something for the insulation to back up against. Sun's going down. I got the pieces cut for this. So we'll probably pick back up after I have the insulation. That way I can get everything welded on and I'm not backtracking anymore. I gotta get picked up and get warmed up. It's been a week and the insulation has arrived. I got the let's see here, 1 inch thick, 2400 degrees rated. It's 25 feet of it. We're gonna take it and cut it up. We're gonna start with this bottom and then we'll move up to the top. That way when we get the top done, we can just weld it on and be done. The sides, I'm gonna hold on with this strapping, I think. All right, so let's get started. Alrighty, that didn't take too long. Got that all in there. Next I'm going to do the sides. So let's get set up and do that. Alrighty, got the inside of it done. I even stuffed the cracks to hopefully hold these bricks in here a little bit better. Some over here. I want to come back in and put some strapping in here. Help hold these in. Not sure if I'll get to that today, but next I want to get the top of it insulated. Alright, we got the inside all insulated. Got a piece of pipe in there to put our chimney in. Let's get it stood up and see what it looks like. It doesn't look terrible. We got the space under there. I don't know, maybe I should cut this so it's more in line with that. Maybe I'll cut some of that off. I'm up in here, and you can see back in here, back over here where my fingers are at, the insulation doesn't match up perfectly, but it'll be close enough because it's way more insulation than it's ever had before. So. Alright, I'm gonna put the strapping on here and then we'll come back for an update. We got the strapping on. That looks real good in there. I got it strapped in here. I just did the tops. I figure gravity will hold that fine. Shouldn't be any pressure to pull it away or anything, so strapping there. The only thing I'm not 100% sure about is this stuff I just have stuffed in here, but we'll see how it holds up. Like I've been saying, it's going to be 100% better than it was because there was nothing before. So I think next I'm going to put it on and see what I can do, like with this line area. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it straight or if I'm going to try to bend it 90 to a little bit so it will sit tighter to this, and then I can stick the insulation in between them. So we'll get it sat on there and see what it looks like. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is grab the grinder and score a line there, and I'll fold that forward. That way the insulation will have a little bit of a shelf to sit on in here. I'm not going to bend it like a 90 or anything, try to make it perfect, but I think if there's a little bit of a shelf, it'll sit there better. So I guess we'll do that and see how it looks. Let's get it on and see if that'll be enough of a bend. That doesn't look too bad. It's not a 90 degrees, which is fine. It should come down in, stick down in here a little bit, so that'll work out perfect. But I did just discover a new problem. Earlier, this was not that close, but when I was putting these brackets in, I must have beat this up some, and now I got where are we at? Big gap all the way down through there, so I guess I'll have to get another piece and fill that in. I don't think this thin metal is going to hold up to it very well. I mean, to be fair, I don't think that's any thinner than that, but we might just run it. We'll see how the day goes. Right now, we're going to get this tacked on. We're going to start back here in these corners where things match up much better, and then we'll come up here and figure out what we're doing up in here. Same over here. This back matches up, but once you're up in there, it doesn't anymore, so we'll just start in the back and work our way through it, see how it turns out. Quick change of plans. I brought all of this stuff just in case I needed it, but I cut this long one so I had a piece to stick in here, but I think I'm gonna have enough of these to make it across there. If not, I'll cut another little bit and put in there. But this one, I think I'm gonna stick back in here, so we'll take this off and see if we can get it. And we'll see if we can get it stuck down in there and secured. Got that laid in there. Now that I'm looking, it's not gonna be perfect, but like I keep saying, it'll be better than it was. Alrighty, that already looks better. Don't have to get it slid back. I'm able to pick it up and slide it so we're not squishing it or anything, but I think that'll look good. Alrighty. You got, where's it at? Right there, you can see it lined up. You can go over there, a little bit of light, but I don't think that's too bad for just guessing. We got these back corners where I want them. Get it tacked up and see how welding it back together goes. Keep forgetting to point out that I've already got some mice damage. I'm gonna have to get some mothballs in here. They've already got pieces screwed about. There's a little bit more damage under here. Got that welded on. Might leak a little bit under there, but nothing to worry about. Come back here, I got this tacked on. There's a few spots that might seep up around, like right in here, over here or something, but again, nothing I'm gonna worry about. This side, got this filled in. I had to put in a piece here to fill in this gap. Might leak a little bit there, but not worried about it. Come back here, I got all this stuffed. This will be awesome. I've never had this before, so that'll cut down on a lot of the smoke. Now, with this section, I've already put some bricks here. That'll be about, I don't know, maybe an inch from the bottom of the pan. Ooh, that one might be a problem. Sticks up a little high. We'll have to put the pan on and see. Maybe we can see it from over there. But I got some smaller pieces that have broke off over the years I'm going to put in here just to hopefully hold the heat up closer to the pan before it goes out the back. I got those laid in there. That'll work out perfect. And that one's got just a hair of clearance, so that'll be fine. We'll have to get it fired up here in a week or two, hopefully not longer, and see how well it works. Alrighty guys, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you found it entertaining, Maybe you found it useful, gave you some ideas. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment what you liked about it, something you would have changed about it, you know, all that good stuff. And as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.